everyone, I hope you're all doing good today. Today is Therapy Tuesdays and our topic is going to be stress management. So first of all, let's define stress. Stress is your body's reaction in response to any kind of threat or demand on your body. And these reactions can occur on different levels such as physical or behavioral, affective or emotional, as well as cognitive or mental. So let's discuss the biological process that occurs when your body experiences feeling a threat. So firstly, the nervous system releases a flood of stress hormones, example cortisol or adrenaline, that awakens the body into emergency action. This causes your heart to pound faster, your blood pressure to rise, your breath to quicken, your senses to sharpen, and your muscles to tighten. These physical changes increase your strength, stamina, the speed of your reaction time, as well as enhances your sense of focus. I'm sure at some point in time in your life you may have come across the term flight or fight response. This is a stress reaction that the body uses to protect itself against any threat or demand that the person may be experiencing at that present time. There are two types of stress that a person can experience: eustress and distress. Eustress is a term used for positive stress. And what I mean by positive stress is stress that causes you to rise to a challenge, such as when you have a presentation at work, giving birth, having to study for an exam that is due, engaging in some sort of sporting activity where the pressure is on you to score the winning goal. The stress encourages you to rise to the challenge and thus accomplish your results and the outcomes that you want to ascertain for the goals. However, when stress goes beyond your comfort level and becomes less helpful and more damaging, this is called distress. Let me briefly discuss some of the symptoms that you can experience when you're under stress on a physical, emotional, and cognitive level. Some of the physical symptoms include headaches, upset stomachs, chest pains, trouble sleeping, elevated heart rate, increased blood pressure, excessive sweating, nervousness or shaking, as well as clenched or grinding of the teeth. Some of the emotional symptoms include being easily agitated, feeling overwhelmed, depressed, low self-esteem, moody. Some of the cognitive symptoms include memory problems, issues with concentration, poor judgment, as well as incessant worrying. Now that we know some of the symptoms that we have to look out for when we're experiencing stress, let's talk about some of the modern tips that we have to relieve this stress. The first options that you have is self-talk, which basically means talking to yourself. And no, you don't have to have a mental issue to be talking to yourself. Talking to yourself is actually very healthy because it helps you to self-reflect and focus on what is the problem and what can be the solution to fix it. Self-talk to treat for stress would be focusing on what is causing you to be stressed, why are you stressed, and how can you relieve this stress. Talking through the problems that are causing the stress can help you to develop solutions that can fix the problems causing the stress. Another practice to engage in to relieve stress is ensuring that you're eating healthy and that you're sleeping properly. Having a well-balanced diet every day ensures that you receive the maximum nutrients that are required for good functioning daily. Also, when our bodies are low on sleep, we put added strain on our body's functioning and thus causes further damage and stress. Another practice that can help with stress relief almost immediately is breathing exercises. I usually recommend about 3 to 5 minutes daily. Immediately after sensing that you are highly stressed, practice a deep breathing exercise at a minimum time of 2 minutes. And let's go through that. A deep breathing exercise entails your feet, both feet flat on the ground, both palms lightly pressed on your laps, eyes closed. Your mind should either be clear or focusing on a positive environment that creates that positive element of relaxation. You're going to take a long, deep breath slowly through your nostrils. You hold it for 3 seconds and then exhale clearly through your mouth. Repeat this exercise for about 10 to 12 breaths and you will actually notice that your heart rate has gone down, your blood pressure has dropped. This is because there is an increase in the blood oxygen level taken to your brain, thus causing an enhanced relaxation throughout the body. Another method for relieving stress is calming exercises such as yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, etc. that incorporate both physical and mental exercises that causes your muscles to relax, as well as self-meditation that causes your mind to relax. Another method of relieving stress is listening to soothing music, such as classical music, nature, oceanic sounds. My preference actually lends towards country music or slow music that actually puts you in that sleepy mode. But music therapy has a powerful influence on calming stress. Music usually has that power over influencing your feelings as well as your affective emotions. But please note, listening to heavy, loud music may not necessarily be a stress reliever. And last suggestion for relieving stress is engaging in positive activities that bring out the joy in you or the happiness, as well as circumstances that encourage you to laugh and really have a positive take on life. This usually delineates any excessive stress. These are just some of the methods that you can use to relieve stress. They're more popular and they're very modernistic in terms of functionality and success. So that's it for today's segment on Therapy Tuesdays. Thank you for viewing and your consistent support on this venture. I look forward to hearing your feedback. Feel free to message me any additions or questions that you may have had on today's topic of stress management. Do have a lovely day. And remember, each one teach one. We all have the power within ourselves with knowledge to educate our society and be better together.